Alright. Baby boy, right?
Oh.
Endless lines in that should teach you a lot of game. Teach you some endless lines. He was like, yo. She was like, why you be lying to me? She's like, no, Jody, why you be lying to me? Da 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 da. Spaz on. He was like, listen, I lie to you because I love you. I keep it real with them because I don't give a fuck about them. That's some real. And that's why I'm like, yo, if somebody really loves you, they will lie to you, yo, because they don't want to hurt you.
So I just asked him. I just asked him just now. You jacking girl strips?
What you mean?
With like your wife, or your girlfriend?
Letting her go on girl trips with the homegirls?
Yeah.
Are you going on road trips?
Oh. But wait, what level of commitment we in?
No, but what happened if she bring that up first?
Huh?
She bring up the girl trip first.
I'm saying, but have you ever been on a road trip? Like pride.
I've had thoughts of it. It never made the group. It never.
You talking about a current situation, like, are you talking about just in general? Because if you're talking in general, it's like, all right, if you've been on a bro trip, and then she asked you to go on a girls trip, then it's like, well, I gotta let her go. I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna be honest. What you about to say?
What about you?
All right. So there's three areas to tackle this, right? One, what level of commitment we in. Two, his point that he said. And three, what type of space we in. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of level of like trust we in right now. So like, all right, for example, like if we're married and our trust level is like this, and I go into road trips, and like, yo, I need some time with my friends, and I trust you, okay, you can do that. And because you show me that level of trust. Nowadays, we don't live in that type of trust. Now, like, everybody's just
I mean, but I don't know, bro. I mean, if you go on a bro trip, are you guaranteed to mess with another chick?
Like, all right, so if we go on a bro trip, right? And then I still got the ring in my finger with her shorty.
Wait,
I'm not nobody in the book on bro trip. I'm not.
You're chilling. You're just gonna be there hanging out, just chilling though. So she could probably do the same thing, and that's why I let her go.
Yeah,
but then you know, yo.
That's only if we're married. That's the only thing.
But then this generation is crazy though. Am I bugging?
I mean,
yeah. To that standard, because like we're not living off of moral codes anymore. In this generation, the past generation,
nah, I believe that's bullshit. It's only because it wasn't documented. I feel like the old generation was just doing the same thing as the young generation. The only thing is they didn't have a phone.
Okay, but they was standing.
Am I bugging?
Yo,
it probably even way worse.
You gotta answer that.
Say that again.
Think about it like this. I feel like y'all generation was just like ours. The only thing is y'all didn't have a phone, and if anything, I probably think it was worse because it's not documented.
Nah, but that's why we didn't care. And that's why you kind of didn't worry about it. See, a lot of times people worry about stuff because they see it, or they go on social media and they see somebody else be victim of something. They like, yo, they get paranoid, like, that could never be me. So they subconsciously be like thinking the worst could happen. But it's like, yo, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So back in the days, you just went off the trust, and it was like, yo, shorty, you gonna go do what you gonna do, because I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna do. And that's that. And out of respect, you should never know, and I should never know. That's why I'm like, I'll let shorty go on a girl trip. Believe me, shorty mess around, her friend will tell you.
So wait. You said, alright, wait, so repeat that again?
And I was saying, about just back in the days and now, it's like a lot of the times people care about it now because of social media. You're exposed to stuff. You see videos of dudes, shorties cheating on them, and dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, that didn't go out the house. So it was like, all right, if you could find out your girl cheated, you was just like, all right, whatever, you checked it.
So you was taking girls back after cheating?
Still do that today. What you mean? I think more dudes forgive girls for cheating than girls forgive dudes. A lot of dudes don't leave because of their pride, bro. Niggas just cry, get over it, go smash something, get even, get back with shorty. Believe me, as a barber.
So you heard some stories?
That's what I'm telling you. Dudes are, a lot of people, the average guy. I'm saying, let me ask you, just keep it 100. If you had a shorty for 8 years, and everybody know that's wifey, and then I ain't seen you for 8 years, 7 years. I'm like, yo, what up? Yo, you should be chilling. Like, yo, you still with, let's say her name is Lisa. You still with Lisa? And you like, nah. And he like, damn, yo, I thought y'all was gonna be together forever. What happened? And you know you not with Lisa because Lisa her friend, her co-worker.
Oh, really? He's not gonna.
So, what you gonna tell that? What you gonna tell him? He be like, damn.
Yeah, we just fell out. We just fell out. He's not gonna say, yo, they got cheated on. That's a fact.
So a lot.
Because of the level.
One thing my uncle always said, bitch is always gonna embarrass you.
So a lot of dudes don't even, because they can't even say that, they'll just accept it, yo.
Because of pride?
Because you know what they'll do? They'll make themselves feel guilty about it. Like, yo, it's my fault. Maybe I need to, because she gonna make you feel guilty about it. It's your reason, your fault. Oh, you made me mad. You ain't show me attention.
But that's a fucking
you gonna agree to that shit like,
So,
yo, you right. And that's when you get, that's no different than when you cheat on a chick, my nigga, no lie.
I feel like it's two different things.
Like, and then she go look like the shorty. She go switch up her whole style and go look like shorty. Like, that's what this like.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me step my issue.
Hold on, wait.
So that's real. So it's like that with a dude. If you find out she dealing with a nigga that's in the gym, guess where you going? To the gym or to the floor to do the push-ups, one or the other. Even if it's not for her, you just like, all right, this ain't gonna happen again. Let me get my weed up. You traumatized. And most dudes stay. That's why I'm like, nah, most dudes to me, they stay when they girls cheat. Nah, cause I hate to say it, the average dude probably cheated. Like, that's just keeping it.
But what happens if you don't cheat?
Oh, nah, that's not leave. That's a dude that probably bounce, yo. But the one that cheated, he just like, whatever. Cause she's probably gonna bring it up and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, you got even now. Now, unless.
And that's the honest shit I'm talking about. Because like, yo, you're like, all right, we doing A, B, C, D. You doing whatever.
Cause the thing that pisses me off is some be like, yo, I want you to be X, Y, and Z. I want you to do this, that, and the third. I want you to, But then you expecting this out of me, and I'm doing it, and you still up. So it's like, you're not worth me trying to be good to you.
You can't do that. That to me, that's crazy.
So it don't make no sense to me. But I ain't even gonna lie, I'm leaving. If I ain't, I'm not gonna, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
But you see why
If shorty cheated?
If I didn't do nothing, I'm not cheating, I'm leaving.
Nah, if you loyal.
If I'm loyal, I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's foul. But if you cheat around, then you gotta expect shorty to mess around. So you just hope that she don't. But that's just, sometimes that's not how that shit work. I'm gonna be honest though. Let's just keep it 100 though. Real shit. Like, you got married at 30 years old, right? You plan to live to at least 70, 80 years old minimum, right? How do you really think you're not gonna touch no other cheeks until you 70? Seriously. I'm just asking. I'm not even like just being like real, like just as a human being.
I'm being real.
You think she don't? You say for as a guy or for both?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for the girls next, but I just ask for the guys first. But for both, we could jump there for both.
You think a girl could stick with just one nigga?
You think that's humanly possible to have? You think it's humanly possible to only mate with one person, to only have intercourse with one person for 50 years straight? That's what I'm asking.
I feel like it is.
Nah.
I feel like it is.
I mean, that's what we would want it to be morally so, but like what we see now.
Funny, you know what's funny? I know a few people that
Bullshit.
Finish. You know that this 50 years of what being committed.
Actually, their commitment was actually 35.
It's just, and they stay divorced or they stay married. What happened?
Stay married. They said that their marriage is really
That's good, right?
big. They're rocking, like in a good way. Even though they have that, he even acknowledged that he has his ups and downs, but like she been like making her best effort to like spice the relationship up by like, you know.
Bullshit.
I'm saying, nah, that's not only for.
But I'm saying it from what I hear, so it's like.
Bullshit. I don't know.
To the key?
I don't know.
I'm not going by.
It should be on the case. The glass case.
I'm not going by assumptions.
I think, I think part of being married for a long time is stepping outside and coming back. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think you want to go outside, you think you want a new job, you think you want something new, and you have that urge, so when you go do it, you be like, nah, I'm good, I don't want that shit. And that's how I think you stay married for 50 years and 40 years and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, or y'all got
He probably did that.
or y'all got a spicy relationship where like y'all be doing spicy stuff, like swinging and doing, you know, which some couples do, and you would never know. They go to church every Sunday, but on Saturday, guess where they go? Once a month. And that's how they stay faithful to each other. So it's like, we're not really faithful, but we still outside. And that's why I say cheating is really like a figure of speech. Cheating is that like, I think you can have an open relationship if you communicate.
So nasty.
Huh? It's nasty? It's human,
That's
baby.
nasty.
Yo, Shaq, tell me one animal, yo, that only had sex with one mate his whole life. One animal in the
We're
kingdom.
not animals.
Yes, we are.
No.
They teach us that early in school.
No,
Yes, we are. We smart, but we animals, bro. We mammals,
I
bro.
don't agree with that.
We not on the animal chain?
No.
We're not part of the animal chain? Animal kingdom?
Your lower self, if you living in your lower self, you're animalistic.
I'm a god, but I'm...
But to achieve your higher self, to elevate, to be...
So you're not condoning none of that?
Nah, bro, that's not conscious way of living, you feel me?
That's different. Being conscious, and you still can't say it's not conscious, because you can't say somebody that's polyamorous is not conscious. That you cannot call them not conscious. You just don't agree with their lifestyle.
No, it's because it's
No,
because of connection
I'm not
and
disagreeing.
principle.
Yeah, right. You like, we animals.
I'm saying I mean like we mammal, meaning a lot of human behavior mimics animal behavior. That's why when they want to do something on a human, what do? They test it on the animal. That's what I'm saying. We are mammals, yo. They're not doing nothing consciously wrong by sleeping with more than one woman. That's their religion. That's what they're believing. That's their lifestyle. That's why I'm like, nah, I don't think you can't say they're not conscious because they sleep with multiple, because they practice something that sleeps with multiple women. Now, somebody that's just reckless, sleeping with everybody, anybody, every night, having one night stands, that's different. I'm not talking about that guy or that person. That's
Correct.
I don't. The thing is, like,
That's why I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. I think it might sound crazy. I don't know if it's like breaking the guy code, but there's no women in here, so hopefully no women viewers. Y'all listen to this, don't let your man know, because that's gonna kill the ratings, because they're gonna be breaking the guy code. But I honestly don't think like no woman is gonna be faithful. So like sometimes you gotta let your girl go on a trip like that to get out of her system. Because if she don't get that shot out of her system, there to come at work, bro. To be honest with you. And if a girl respect you and you let her go on them trips, she'll respect you enough to not at home. Because you give her the space. Like, yo, if you really, because you're going to say that. If you ever catch her, yo, if you want to do that, why don't you do that shit on a girl's trip? Why would I never known? Why are you rubbing it in my face?
But then it's like,
Same way she'll say it to you. When you go on a boys trip, why don't you go? I let you go to DR. You know how crazy you going to feel when she catch you cheating with the chick down the street with the fat butt? And then she be like, I just let you go to DR with your boys so you can fuck everything. And I gave you $500 to go. Then told you to have a good time.
She never said that. That's the
But then she
But
probably
you
fucking-
chose not to, and you chose to come back and do this. She's hate you. You ruined everything. Because she gave you the space, and you. Now, if that's not you and your nature, cool. Because that's not everybody's character. But if that's you and your nature, do you. And that's what I say. Sometimes that's the side of people that you won't know. That's the animal in them, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know. The in me is not like the man in me is
You don't
not.
want to accept it, but that shit you don't have no control over. That's why a lot of people, when they catch their girl cheating, they stay because that's when they have that reality check. You know what they end up doing? They go talk to an older dude that they know. He be like, yeah, man, shorty between me and you, man, we was outside. She stepped out, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but she never said it in the beginning.
That's all.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, like,
We don't.
But then wait. Alright, it's a difference. It's a no.
but she can't get pissed off if I didn't in DR. But then again, if in your girl's trip.
No, but here's
Why
the
you
thing.
don't ask those questions, bro? You don't even think you're not supposed to. So my thing is, if you gotta feel like that, you might not want to let her go.
So what happens?
But you should have enough trust in her to be like, yo, she's not going out there to do that.
Wait, but that's not trust or rip. Like, alright. Let me.
If you can't trust your shorty to be like, yo, she gonna go to DR, she gonna go. I don't know where girls take their trips to, but she gonna go wherever she going, and then
No, I have
she
no
gonna have
problem
fun.
with a girl's trip, but it's just
Let her
like.
Like, you know what's gonna happen too.
Like I said, I just think it's not natural, it's not human, especially with social media. And now you can communicate with strangers across the world, bro. Back in the days, it might have been a little bit more easier to stay monogamous because I'm not gonna say monogamous. Would you call that monogamous?
Yeah.
So it would be a little easier back in the days because you didn't have social media. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you go home and you miserable every day, it's no reason why you should be doing that. You're torturing yourself. You could easily be on your phone and just create a whole new relationship in the room where everybody think you in there bored. You get what I'm saying? And go outside one time and have fun and come right back to that room and act bored again. That's the way the world works now, bro. You can meet a stranger at the swipe of the finger thumb. So to be miserable, so when you marry the people and you in these relationships, you gotta. I feel you gotta be in relationships for more than fucking for sex, bro. You want your girl to be faithful for you, but if she cheated once but y'all got a combined, y'all both got a 700 plus credit score, y'all both live in a dope.
Man, the 700 credit score, I'm gone.
But then the next girl do it, then what you gonna keep running? Because I'm telling you, this is women behavior.
Yeah, you know what?
So what you gonna do? The only thing you can do is find a woman that say I don't like sex. But then that means you get no cheeks too. No, it's not. That means you just get no cheeks too. So it's like, do you want that? There's women out here that don't believe in sex. But then that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo, to me, sex is. It's so many things that make you have sex with somebody, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
is it really because of features?
I don't know. There's so many things. That's one of the list is like we could put a room of 50 people and ask everybody the same question, and we probably get 40 different answers.
40, yeah.
Out of 50 people,
Really?
40 different answers on what's the one thing that makes you have sex with somebody? Or what's the least?
They could say body features.
Yeah. What's the simplest reason? Yeah.
Smile, they could say eyes,
smell, hair color. You might resemble somebody that you never know.
Like literally.
And that's just physical. Not even talking about the mental side.
Man, I don't even want to think about it, bro.
You said it too, right?
I don't even want to do my research on that shit. I don't even want to do my research on that shit.
That's real. That's just real life.
Little research. I don't want to do my research on that shit.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I think if
you feel like if more men approached it this way, we would be at peace.
Yeah, especially as a black man. I'm telling you this, right? You're an entrepreneur, bro. Yeah, and I believe y'all gonna grow and be popping in this world and be something.
Nice.
And make a statement, and people gonna start looking up to y'all. At that point, you know how hard it's going to be for you to be with one person. I hope neither one in a relationship. I'm not trying to jinx y'all, none of that. I'm not against it, but I'm just being real. Like, it's just like, yo, even you could say no to every person, but there's going to be that one girl, that one lady that you're going to connect with on a different way that you never connected with anybody to that moment. And if she wants sex, you're going to give it to her. It's not even you want sex. If she wants the sex, you're going to give it to her. I mean, you kind of did it with the white girl that called you the end. She messed up. If she didn't call you the end to the very, very end, she would have got everything out of you and then let you walk away.
I'm being real with you. What would happen if you did see it another time? And after that,
it would just be mad awkward.
I take back everything and then be like, yo.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
What if? Like, you never, bro. What if, though?
Well, this is a hypothetical, though.
Yeah, you know, that's why I'm like, yo,
Nah, but it's true. All right, so let me ask you this: what's the difference between being a real guy, and being nice?
What you mean by the dude they say with the
being real,
chivalry and all of that?
Man, I don't believe in none of that stuff.
That's why I say, what's real?
What's real? Like, what's your definition of it? Everyone's definition is subjective.
Yeah, what would you consider like being a real guy,
real guy?
Nah, that
stands the ground.
Nah. All that, Reni, when you said, oh nah, at some point they just gonna cheat. You think they just gonna stay low? That hurt.
But that's a real person to say that.
Yeah, but it's not. But bro, me saying that, but see,
and accept it.
I think
accept.
Yo, I'm gonna be what it is.
No, not accept.
Hold on.
It's almost like, all right, if somebody steals from you, right? it sounds negative. It is negative if somebody steals from you, right? Or if somebody cons you. Let's say if somebody cons you, that's negative. Con means they tell you to, yo, go get this. This is supposed to be this, and it's really not that. You wasted your money. They con you mad, right? But if somebody comes up to you and say, yo, I'm an investor, and I think I know some plays, and make these moves, and you spend your money and then you lose on the investment, they legally did not rob you, and it's the same thing.
Whoa, hold the phone. But then wait, tell me.
So that's what
wait, but then some girls have rules.
So what I'm saying after you're cheating, it's just the term cheating. But if you said, yo, she slept outside, is that bad? It's the same. It's the same. And that's what I say. But when she goes to DR, yo, she stepped outside. Or wherever women go, I don't even know where women destination is. If I know them, then I'd probably be a little more subconscious about women going there. Like, what you going out there for?
But then sometimes you know what I peeped though? Some girls give the terms and conditions.
That was good.
In the sense, some girls give the terms and conditions where it's like, oh, I don't want you sleeping out. Oh, they put the boundaries out, and then they be the ones messing up. Like, nah.
I don't think cheating should be discussed that heavily in a relationship, because if you keep being brought up, that means somebody's thinking about it. That's what I'm saying. If you and somebody's vibing, you're not thinking about cheating. That's why it hurts when you find out they cheated on you. And that's why you're able to cheat on them, because they so blinded and lost in love and it's cloud nine, they're not thinking about it. But once somebody's expecting you to do that, 9 out of 10, somebody doing it. Somebody breaking the rules. And that's why I say cheating, like, to get to them.
Cheating is subjective.
Yeah, cheating is when you lie.
Yeah, but
is it cheating? Let me ask you, is it cheating if you tell your girl, like, yo, listen, man, every now and again I talk to another girl?
No, but then that's setting the boundaries straight, like, yo, bro.
And that's not an open relationship.
You my main one, but then.
That's still not an open relationship. She just understands, like, this nigga goes outside every now and again. At that point, she's either gonna leave you or she's gonna be accepted, and then now she might even give you rules and be like, yo, well, if you're gonna do that, don't mess with none of my coworkers, don't mess with no chicks that I gotta see, don't bring home no diseases, don't get no babies. No, that's not, bro. No, it's not, bro.
Nah, I just feel like it's a conversation that has to be brought up.
That's what that is. That's a real conversation. That's a real, because you gotta be expecting her to say, well, and I want the same options. You watch The Shy?
Yeah.
You see what's going on with Emmett and his shorty?
Oh, yeah.
He opened the door, and then when she didn't want to go through the door, but then when she went through that door, she like, nah, I don't even want to come back. And now he's sick. He like, nah, let's close the door. She's like, nah, I'm actually cool with this. And that's why I'm like, nah, it is what it is.
But what if they get that lick back?
Huh?
That is that lick back. That is. Like, all right, since you brought it up, all right, you know what? Now I'm actually liking this.
I don't even think it's a lick back. I think it's more of you expose them to a lifestyle and they cool with it, yo. Some people do shit because they think it's wrong, status quo, and society make them feel bad about it. So they don't do it. Most people do their actions based on other people's opinion, response. You get what I'm saying? Most people don't make every decision based on how they feel. Most people make a decision based on how the next person is going to respond to that. So with that being said, is why you make cheating and all that shit so bad, because you think about how everybody else is going. And then the people that accept it don't publicly talk about it, because they know the average person is going to be like, you stupid, why do you do that? But it's like, well, you go out and really do your homework. I bet you that person cheating on you. Maybe you should accept it.
On that.
No, I'm just saying, no, but that's just.
I get it.
Like, think about it, bro. I'm pretty.
I guess what I'm saying is that
The only thing is that I don't like when people like, all right, these are the boundaries, we not doing X, Y, and Z, and after that, they be the ones, like, all right, if a dude's loyal to you 100% and you keep, like.
What you mean by messing up?
Huh?
What you mean by messing up?
In a sense where you leaving the door open, things of that nature, you letting shit happen, you letting shit slide, or you cheated, and he didn't do X, Y, and Z, like, that's not right. I ain't even going, especially if you the one that brought that up, oh, let's do X, Y, and Z, yada, 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 let's stay faithful, and you the one violating, that's not, I don't know, me, I go off moral code. So if you say, all right, I don't want us doing X, Y, and Z, and going out and stepping out, and I agree to it.
Get the tight on top.
Ooh, oh, that's nice. With the 1.5, probably go a little light, yeah.
Slightly lower.
Like so slight.
Yeah, it'd be slightly low. Well, just like with the hairs won't look like they're curling up some. But yeah, no, you saying so like if Shorty paint the picture of being
Yeah, if you paint the picture of being a good girl, and it's like, all right, example for like, all right, like a sugar, like if a girl messing with a sugar daddy, she knows what she's getting out of that. Money, a sugar daddy ass. But then if you say, oh, I want a relationship, things of that nature, but you're thinking otherwise, hence, all right, you know what, let's use them for money or use them for monetary value.
she want a relationship and she wants you to be a sugar daddy. You can't play both?
I'm not playing.
I don't know.
I'm not playing both, man. I'm not being nobody's father, man. I mean, I provide, but I'm not being nobody's father.
But Reni, that's just appeasing both.
No.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that, to be honest.
I'm not doing that sugar daddy thing, bro.
I mean,
because like, yo.
But I'm saying like in the sense of like, all right.
Only offer money?
No. All right, so jump on. Say if she say, yo, I'm a good girl. I don't do none of that. I'm faithful. And you find out she violate. It's like. So what was the whole point of you even? Because me, I don't know. I'm the type of person where it's like, I'm on vibe. So if you want to be just buddies, all right, we could be that.
That means that she don't go by her word.
And that's the thing that pisses me off. I would respect somebody that say, yo, you know what? You might like.
A, B, C, D.
No.
I know that this relationship.
so let me ask you this now. All right. So if you just started talking to a shorty, it's a quick scenario. And
Bet.
Linda, I want your opinion too, Linda. You want me on camera? He's filming that. All right. I'm about to say, sit over there if you want. So you just met a chick. You talking to her. Y'all might be on maybe like, I don't know. Y'all talking for maybe like 2 or 3 months. You might be thinking about getting like really like, you know what, let me try to see what's up with shorty. Really feel her, like you like her, y'all vibing. But then y'all talking about your past, and she goes to you, have you ever cheated on a girl? And you go, no, never cheated. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And you ask her, and she goes, yeah, I've cheated on one of my boyfriends before. She just says when I was younger. Y'all 27. She says when I was 17, 18, I did it. That's 9 years ago, a long time ago. What would you do? What's your response to that?
Oh, she says
she's told you.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
She said she
I'm gonna be honest with you.
In the past. You said no when she asked you, yo, then she was like, yo, I feel each other. She's like, yo, have you ever cheated before? And he was like, nah, I never cheated. And you asked her the same question back. She was like, yeah. But I did it a long time ago. That's what I said. She's 28 now. And she said I did it when I was 18.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna hold it against her, but I'm not gonna be like, all right, that was when you was young. But then I'll have like an eye up, if that makes any sense.
So you'll never fully trust her? That's what you're saying?
I could trust her. You have to build trust. What you've done with somebody else is not like with me. So if you cheated on that person, you might not cheat on me. But I'm saying you have to build trust with somebody. You have to.
Wait, on some real shit, her admitting it is the first step of trust.
Yeah, that's the first step of trust. All right, now that you're honest, okay, you know what? We will build on that. You know what I'm saying? But if you tell me, oh, I cheated this, that, and the third, and then I was like, all right, but I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. Now, but if you do it, then it's like.
Now the realization is that, all right, if she did that in the past, right, when she was 18, right, leading up to after when she's 18, has she been doing all these actions? If she hasn't learned from
What do you mean? Someone will never tell you.
Okay.
So why even?
What I'm saying is that, all right, if she told me that truth, but she hasn't learned from that, then I'm gonna look at it differently. But if she learned from that past and she's now a better person, and she now
I'm not gonna hold that against.
I'm not gonna hold that against.
Only thing is you have to build my trust. So regardless of that, you telling me, you being honest with me. So if you say, oh, but I'm gonna be a better person and I'm working on that, and I see growth, I'm not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna hold that. But then it's like, all right, I've done that before in the past. Then you do something that's shady to me. Then it's like, all right, now that creeps in.
Or let it come back up to play or the past things she told you.
Yeah, it's like, all right, for example, right? You say to a girl say to you, yo, you cheated in the past? Yeah, but I'm a changed man. I'm learning my ways and I'm trying to be better. I'm not trying to step out anymore. I'm trying to be faithful. This girl, I'm trying to be faithful. No matter what, anything that you say she's not, and then after that you cheat, anything you say, she's gonna just think that's a lie. Think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. Taquan probably fucking with Tanika, right? Taquan cheat. And even though he said, yo, I'll never cheat, he cheats, right? He probably go outside to go get something to drink, or you probably with that bitch, huh? She's not gonna take your word for it.
That's because he cheated. He got caught. That's why he got caught. Not because he told her he did it in his past. That's what I'm saying. What's the scenario? He got caught cheating currently, like recently?
He got caught cheating, and he lied.
Well, once you get caught cheating, the trust it's hard to get the trust back, yo, if ever. To be honest. And that's why I think somebody like, alright, baby boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the illest lines in that should teach you a lot of game. Teach you some of the illest lines. He was like, yo. She was like, why you be lying to me? She's like, no, Joey, why you be lying to me? Da 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 da. Spaz on. He was like, listen, I lie to you because I love you. I keep it real with them because I don't give a fuck about them. That's some real. And that's why I'm like, yo, somebody who really loves you, they will lie to you, yo, because they don't want to hurt you.
But you see, me, I'm gonna keep it a bean all the time.
So going back to a shorty cheating on you, if a shorty really love you, even if she got to get that jolly off, she will do it in a way where you will never find out unless you violate her personal space and start snooping in, and you know what I'm saying. And then, but at that point, it's your fault. It's like, well, I did what I did, but I tried my best not to present it to you. You would have never known.
So if you do love her, I mean, isn't that a form of real?
What you mean?
Like, what I mean by that is like, all right, so like the people that's in your friends, in the closest circle, right? The real friends, you're gonna give them space, right? So, including your girl.
No, so you would tell her like, yo, baby, I just cheated on you?
No.
That's what you saying? No, I say you won't.
Be honest. If it comes to that point, but I'm not doing that.
Yo, the only way you can confess to your girl about cheating if you really love her is if she show you footage. Or if the other woman is sitting right there. And it's like, you're gonna look at her like, you really told her? Cause you ready to lie. You still ready to lie. You're looking at her like, you giving her some type of signal like, and if she give you that look like, yeah, I told you I was gonna call her, and then that's when you're gonna be like, and even then you're gonna, yo, babe, but she ain't worth, she don't mean nothing, and you're gonna throw her under the dirt. Because you love that
But
person.
the girl better not be better looking than her, though.
It don't matter who look how it's about how you feel, bro. It looks though, yo, looks is irrelevant when you got feelings involved. Yo, looks is lust. Feelings is your heart, bro. That's why they don't usually marry the baddest girl they ever talk to. They marry the girl that's
a fact.
real with them.
That's one thing my uncle taught me. My uncle said, yo, you don't never marry a 10.
I mean, you can if you're fortunate.
If you're fortunate, though.
But you fortunate to bond.
That's only if you're a 10 or you're fortunate.
Nah, that's not true. You're just fortunate to get that bond with a 10, yo. Because sometimes that one that's a 10 later on in life wasn't a 10 always.
Facts.
She grew up to be that 10, and that's when she was like, you was one that took when she was like,
He was like, yo, cuff the.
She remembered you. But I mean, that's what I say. I think beauty's within the eye. Yeah, so it's just kind of like, as long as you think Shorty look good, she's acceptable to you, it really don't matter what society think, But yeah, but that's why I say, like,
You said if a girl really loves you, she'll try.
she'll lie to you, yo.
Damn.
Like seriously, that's in general. That's anybody, yo. Parents do that to their kids. They love their kids. They lie to them. They don't never tell their kids what's really going on. Daddy never coming. No, they lie to you. They'll never tell you that we struggling to keep you in this school. We doing Ponzi schemes so you could go to step in that.
Yeah.
Because they love you. They don't want to break your heart and know that you really don't, that you shouldn't be there. It makes you feel
So that they won't make you follow that.
Yeah. And the key is they just try not to make you follow those paths, so they try to,
But then I don't like that. That
it is real, bro.
How's that real? Wait, all right, so go back to the baby boy
You know
explanation.
everything, bro? You think you gotta know everything? Yo, some stuff is traumatizing. If you knew that you...
Is it traumatizing enough to realize that you found out later on in life?
I ain't been gonna lie, that is true.
What you say?
Like if I found out and you would be traumatized. Like
Traumatizing.
Okay, but what if you found out later on in life and you found out that
it's like
You probably not as traumatizing because you passed it. You made it through it. Like if somebody tell you, it's almost like when you try new food. you don't want to try it because you would be like, ew, that's deer, or ew, that's raccoon. But if the person that prepared that raccoon could cook it up good enough to get you to just try it, and then you be like, it was good, and they be like, how you thinking? That shit's mad good. What kind of chicken is this? Oh, that's cool. What you gonna do at that point? Yo, raccoon is good. Your reaction is totally different. Yo, raccoon's cool, though. It's not that bad. Wow, that's crazy. But if he would have been like, yo, try raccoon. Nah, I'm not trying that shit. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not hungry. I'm good. You would have talked yourself out of it.
I don't know,
sometimes
man.
it's just traumatizing. So it's like you,
I get it.
you can't tell your kids certain things, yo. A kid shouldn't know everything. I don't think people should know everything. Information could be more hurtful than useful, yo.
Why you say that?
Cause it's too real.
So then what's the whole point? So then real is subjective to, so then,
Meaning, like, some people, like the average person can't deal with reality. That's why so many people use drugs, and that's why so many people use alcohol. A lot of it is just to escape their reality.
Isn't that the reason why people are always afraid of people that tell the truth all the time?
I don't want to say they're afraid of them, but they look at them and be like, they usually don't like them type of people. Like, I don't like them. Why? Because they don't know. If they say they keep it real, they say they talk reckless, so they reckless with their mouth.
so then you gonna, so then imagine being friends with a that's a liar. Why would I want to be friends with a liar?
It's one thing if you're a liar. It's another. All right.
Well, I would want you to keep it real with me all the time. Like,
that's what you
that's
want.
the only thing I could respect.
No. But that's why you don't. As you get older, you realize you don't have a lot of friends, yo. The older you get, you realize your friends start to get smaller and smaller because you realize there's less people that you can have that with. The real talk. Because when situations occur and then you expect somebody to give you that and you realize they act different, guess what? Yeah, I don't fuck with them no more. And y'all just grow apart. And that could be somebody you grew up with all your life. It's just y'all never faced a real situation to test that bond with that friendship. That's what I'm saying. A real friend, even if they tell you something bad, I think that they'll still be like, yo, you shouldn't take it as like them judging you. But how many people can have that bond with somebody where they know that, like, I can say what I want to them and they're not gonna judge me? That's when usually friends fight. Yo, he crossed the line, he said that shit, and you snapped, the next friend snapped, and now it's egos and it's going down.
That's only if they experience that type of feel with you and they bond with you. That's the only thing.
That's why I think in college, always tell people, I learned this from in college, I feel you, especially when you go away to like school where you stay in a dorm, to me, you meet more of your friends for life in college than you do as far as the people you grew up with. Because y'all going through shit in college. Y'all probably done met girls together. Y'all done been hungry together. Y'all probably done shared the meal. Y'all done been outside in the cold. Probably done traveled the trip and got stranded somewhere together because that's shit you do in college. Y'all end up being best friends as adults because y'all got that bond. You know y'all could call him. Why? Because when I needed to call that person, guess what? They was there. Rather than the kid that you grew up with that all y'all really do is smoke weed together all y'all life.
I'm just glad we had a friendship where we had friends are a family.
But I would say, I mean, that kind of is true because like as time progressed, the people you grow up with and things of that nature, and you thought it would be there for the rest of your life is not there. Your friends start to decrease as it goes, though. That is a fact.
I mean, you grow together, you grow apart. But the key is to keep growing. That's life.
Maturity or experience?
What you mean?
Do they grow apart through the level of maturity that you have or the level of experience?
I think maturity. Like,
That's a good question.
I say maturity because of the simple fact that you have to be mature enough to understand your surroundings. So like, you know, hanging with him, not to judge nobody and based on, anybody's circumstance, situation. 250 credit score, can't pay any bills on time. He's just sitting around doing nothing. He's gossiping about other men or other women. Like, he don't got anything. And then even though you grew up with him, you went to same first grade teacher and all that, you have to learn like, all right.
Yeah, moms is friends.
Yep, exactly. You have to learn like,
That's
all
how
right.
deep it is.
Me staying with him will only hurt me.
So what happens if a person that is mature, but he's been through a lot of bull
if he's mature enough, he'll get through. What you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that, okay, you got a person that's really good with everything, right?
Nobody's really good at everything.
No. What I'm saying is that, all right, he's well mannered, he has good respect, he has a decent decent amount of jobs, he's getting pretty decent, but bullshit after bullshit kept coming his way. That's the level of experience that he has to deal with. And
Experience comes if you overcome a situation.
The reason why I say experience and maturity is because, alright, so what if he experienced something very traumatic and he wants to tell a friend to, but that friend is not really there to communicate that with them?
So then that's just not a mature friend.
No, they probably won't be friends no more.
Then that's the question now.
I think that person at that point is gonna say, yo, I outgrew them.
And that's why I said,
That's why, like,
is it maturity or is it experience?
It could be both though. I don't think it's neither one or the other, because you could look at somebody like experience could be something like I think it's almost the same thing, to be honest. Maturity, you said maturity and growth, right?
yeah, maturity and experience.
And experience, because part of being mature is experience. You're not, just because you're older don't mean you're mature. It's about experience in life. There's people that's 13 years old that's maturer than a 17-year-old because they experience a different, more life. You was here on more earth, but you didn't experience nothing. You woke up, your parents did everything for you. I experienced life. So you know what I'm saying? But that's not saying it's a good thing, because now that younger person might be more traumatized than that other person, where they're going to use it against them when they get a little older. Maybe in their 20s, that person might be like, yo, why are you still making these decisions? And that's why I say you don't stop being friends because they're making those decisions at that point. You probably accept it because you're their friend and you know, like, yo, this person's traumatized back when he was 13. Yo, they was out there making decisions that I didn't even have to deal with. And them decisions are still affecting them today. That's why you say they keep running into bullshit. It's like, no, they probably had to make some decisions as a young kid. Well, it could be something as simple as having a kid mad young.
So I gotta ask y'all, so who holds that realm when it comes to those type of fields? Does men hold good when it comes to
I don't think it is gender based. I think it's just whoever goes through. There's women that went through way more traumatic things than most men. I think it's based on who you are as a person. I don't think maturity is gender based. But like going back to what Reni was saying, like someone that's, and I hate the narrative that's like some old, like not old heads, but like some people older than you just have like, oh, I know this because I lived on this earth more than you.
No, it's how you deal with it.
I mean, that might be true when you were a kid, when you're a toddler. But once you become adolescence, that's not always true. I say that because I feel like as an adolescent, that's when you start really experiencing your feelings and your emotions, and really like reacting on your emotions and your feelings. Cause see, people could think it's not traumatizing, and you could be like, yo, it's traumatizing. It could be something as simple as, yo, my parents argue every day, and I just sit in my room and listen to it. But you've never said to them, yo, mom, dad, stop arguing. So in their mind, they don't think that they're doing nothing wrong. But since you was 12 years old, you like, yo, I hate that. And people wonder why you mute. It's like, yo, I don't even like to talk. Why? Because I just don't want to argue. All I see is arguing. I think every time we talk, you got to argue. That's what my parents do.
Yeah.
So that's something like, nah, I think trauma is real. Maturity, like I said, maturity is experience and stuff. And that's why I think we don't have to experience the same thing. But if we could keep it real enough with each other to share our experiences, it's like we going through it together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we can still grow together. We experiencing that stuff and maturing together, because I'm maturing through, you know what they say, you know what I'm saying? A smart person learns from their mistakes, a wise person learns from others. So it's like, cool, you can learn from that person's mistakes, or you can learn through his experience. If your man's messing around and got a girl pregnant, just hypothetically speaking, in high school and 16 years old, you shouldn't have to go I don't say make the same mistake, but go get a girl pregnant for you to experience or mature if that's your man. He should be telling you everything that's going on, like, yo, this shit's stressful, bro. You should see he might even dropped out of school, or he's like, yo, I gotta get a job. You watching that should be like, yo, I'm good. I know I don't want to have a kid in high school. Why? Because I watched my friend do it. And I seen what he experienced, so therefore, and that's maturity. Because you got some kids that ain't got a friend that do that, and they still out here shooting clubs up. They like, yo, it ain't gonna happen. Nah, it can happen, bro. So that's why I'm like, man, I think maturity is something that each person gotta like do at their own rate, pace. But it definitely doesn't come automatically.
Did it hurt you that like sometimes you have to let your childhood friends go? That make any sense?
Yeah, I mean it do, but it don't. It do because it's like, you know, sometimes you might look back and think, oh shit, but it don't, because it's like you're not really letting them go. You're not really letting nobody go. Like I think that's messed up now. You like cut people off, like you don't ever talk to me again for no reason. But associating somebody in your daily life is different. Like that person that you was with every day, you might not be around every day because y'all just have a different daily agenda now. So y'all times don't match. You know what I'm saying?
That's why some people in school, you don't see them like as that no more.
I was gonna say, once you go to college, that's like the first experience of that. The kids that go, the kids that go away to school, and then the kids that stay home and don't go away to school. Usually, a lot of the times, by the second semester, by that summer, some of them don't even be friends no more.
Yeah.
Because the ones that went away to school by the second semester, first of all, the first semester when they went back, they was like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. They might even met some people from the school that's live in the area. They like, I want to go check my other friends out that I met at school that's from Westchester also. And your friends just you could be jealous. As soon as you're like jealous of that, just like, what? Nah, I don't want to mess with them. All right, well, I'm out. The second semester when y'all come home for summer, when you home for a whole 2 months, you probably not even your mans no more. Why? Because you, like me and my from school that I'm with every day now, we bonded and we about to go ride out. Why? We done been through way more stuff than me and you did as a kid. We was in college, we was kids. A kid can't do the same thing as a college kid, so we have a different experience in college. So that's why I'm like, that's to me is the first phase of like breaking off from your friends is like, yo, when you go to college.
That's why with me, I just like experience things different because of like usually I just be on my own thing, and then once something happens, I just be minding my business. That's unless if they either call my name.
But I mean,
I have a level of maturity where it's like, all right, I don't need to be there. Like if the situation calls for it, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
I think that is true, because the majority of the friends I had like in high school, or the people I used to hang with in high school, I mean, I have love for them, but I don't hang with them anymore compared to where I used to, compared to the people I mess with at school. Or, but I mean, you can still have your childhood. Like, I still have one of my friends, like 2 of my friends that are in high school that I'm like close with. But then I didn't went through a lot with them, so it's like, and I didn't went through a lot with some of the people even in my school, but my new school now. But it's like, I don't know. It really depends. Only thing is, I don't know if it's me, but I don't like. Probably say for the people from my school, we're not on the same wavelength in the sense like of maturity.
I mean, like from like a woke conscious standpoint of maturity, or just like they just acting like kids, like they haven't like matured into like adults yet.
Both.
Man, both.
Both. Cause it's like, I'm not gonna sit with nobody that I have nothing to, like, we have nothing to talk about or conversate, or like to gain knowledge or see if it impact my life based on the conversation. It's like, what are we talking about? And it's like to see that, like, obviously when you, not even just to see, like, cause I'm not really worried about others, but you'd wanna see growth and you wanna be around people that's building. So it's like, if you just on the same wavelength, if not, you're on like doing dumb or or not thinking correct, it's only gonna hurt me. So it's like I just stay away from that.
Like I said, I just usually mind my business because like I want it to get to the point where it's like, all right, we're arguing off of some little, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So then,
you get it.
all right. So I remember you said based on maturity, right? So like going into business, what would be an example of like something where it's like they just grew apart in business, Reni? Like
as far as like example of two people, like a real example of two people that might have grown apart in business.
what? Yeah, business.
Dame Dash and Jay-Z. They grew apart. I think Dame Dash. He is so smart and he knows so much about the business. He was stuck in his ways because it was like, I'm standing for this, I'm standing for something, right is right. And then the next person is like, I know right is right, is wrong. And I ain't really trying to make it right. So I'm just gonna figure out how to capitalize from it to my advantage. So now I'm gonna grow apart from you because I'm trying to grow in level of success, and you don't care about success, you care about what's right, which is not wrong. But at some point you're gonna say, I'm cool being right here. Why? Because this is as high as I'm gonna get because I can't get right there. And I'm like, nah, I wanna keep growing to get right there. Like if I really wanna be a billionaire, I'm gonna have to leave you alone. Why? Because you're never gonna be a billionaire doing what you're doing. But you're gonna be successful, you're gonna be rich, you'll never be broke. But I wanna be a billionaire. So we're gonna go. So I think that was a good example. I think that's an example of growing apart. As far as like business wise.
But I feel like that was something. I feel like when you're talking about the Rockefeller, like just in that in general, I feel like there was no need for them to separate.
Nah, there was. If Jay-Z didn't separate from Dame Dash, Jay-Z would never be where he's at today.
You think so?
Yeah.
And honestly,
At least that's what I feel. I don't know for sure because I'm not a fortune teller, but that's what I feel, and I feel that's what Jay-Z felt. That's why he made the decision he made. And I don't think he was wrong for making that decision because it was a personal decision about where he wanted to be in life. And if the next person don't want to, it's your dream, it's your goal, it's your vision. You could be a part of somebody else's dream and vision, but at the same time, you can't expect nobody to want your dream as bad as you.
was that the reason why he infused that type of mindset to his hustle?
What you mean?
Like, remember when you said that Dame has like a smart mindset when it comes to business?
Yeah, he's very smart. In my opinion, I think he's very smart.
And with Jay-Z, he has hustle. And that's the reason why.
Oh, yeah, that's why I ask that question all the time, the difference between a businessman and a hustler. I ask people first, do they even think that's a difference? Because see, if some people say, no, there's not a difference, then that conversation kind of stops short right there. Because then it's like, yo, you can't, they don't even see the vision. They're not even gonna be able to vision the angle you're coming from to understand it. But yeah, I think there's a difference between a businessman and a hustler. And that's exactly kind of what it is. Like, Dame is a businessman. He wants to be a businessman. He is a businessman. Jay-Z is a hustler. He's a businessman, but he's a hustler. He does business. Huh?
That infused the hustler mentality with business.
Well, no, part of being a hustler is you can own businesses. But you gotta be part of that day-to-day business. If you fall to business for, that's a hustler. A businessman can take themselves away from the business and they keep running. Russell Simmons, once he quit the Me Too scandal, what did he do? I denounced myself from any business enterprises, entities that was take me away from it, and none of them fell. They kept growing.
Yeah.
And it's a long list of many other people. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like,
I feel like that was something that was too special. I feel like it was a conversation.
What's that?
I feel like if they never left, they should never left each other.
Dame and Jay?
Yeah, because I feel like it would have impacted. Even though, I mean, you want to leave history as is. You don't want to try to go back in history and affect what happens in today's world. But it's like, I feel like they had something special. Like, you've never seen three. I'm not gonna say you've never seen, but it's very uncommon for three people to come with a business idea or a business structure and move forward with it. I mean, we were seeing that with them, and then seeing that break up, it's just like, it goes back to the stigma. So I feel like that was I feel like it could have been a conversation.
On what, like we can't do business together?
Oh yeah, we can't do business together.
I don't believe in that stigma at all.
Or black men can't do business together.
I don't believe that. I just think two white men can't do business together. It's just hard for two men to do business together. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, most businesses aren't partnerships. The most they do is go public, and then you could be a minority owner because you own some shares, you invested in the company, but as far as who's actually at the table, there's gonna be one boss. You know what I mean? You might have a founder that he'll go public, and now there's a bunch of, but those people aren't really they could get removed.
So I have a question. So for example, like the team aspect within the business. So what makes the locks? Because you've seen them.
To the locks?
Yeah.
The grap group?
Yeah, the rap group that like.
You said what makes them?
Like they've been through it all together, and they are successful together.
I agree.
That's a good example of, and also.
But that's a rarity though. Like it's rare to.
Well, we was talking about the locks yesterday. It's funny you said that. I was talking about that with a customer yesterday, right? Because he was like, yo, we were just talking about rappers, hip hop 50, and just legends in the game. That's really how the conversation started. We were talking about just legends, people that impacted the industry. And we were talking about the concert that they had the other day at the stadium, at Yankee Stadium. And we got to the locks, and the dude, he was actually a little older than me. And he was like, yo, I wonder what's up with, like, he was like, you know, he's like, he messed with Kiss. He was like, yo, I just went to some joint, I be seeing Kiss. Kiss is doing this thing. He out here working. He's outside working. And he just kept saying, like, he's doing mad work. He all over the place. And he's like, yo, Styles, I know he doing the juice thing, and he be outside talking about business. He's like, yo, you don't hear about Sheik. I wonder what's up with him. And I was like, yo, to be honest, I think he's probably doing the best out of everybody financially. And he goes, why? I was like, because he owned D-Block. I don't know none of them personally, to be honest with you, but just based on, you know, what you read and see, I'm like, yo, it seemed like he might be the one that kind of studied business the most. Like, he kind of was the most business savvy because he understood exactly what was done to them with Diddy, allegedly, that whole situation that they were, you know, issue. I feel like he kind of set up D-Block to be able to do the same thing, and he just learned, like, all right, this is how the game works. Nobody never take advantage of me again. So he's never. I don't think he's ever signed to a major label since he's left Bad Boy or Rough Riders. I know when he did his solo stuff, he was on, I think it was called like Potch Records, and that was like distribution. That wasn't really a major. So where the rest of them was on Interscope, Def Jam. So it's like,
yeah.
So it's, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like,
wait, wasn't Potch Records the one when 50 was on thing talking to Cam like, oh, that's the
He was making fun. He was making fun of him. He was making.
Yeah. No, Fifth is at the Shady Records.
No, wasn't he on
Interscope?
Interscope, yeah.
That was when 50 Cent was at his prime. No, he allegedly had Interscope push back Styles' album, The Gangster and the Gentleman. Yeah.
So since we're talking about hip hop, like
allegedly,
he as a hip hop, who do you think is the most influential artist or the most influential person in hip hop itself? Whether that's with business, music, culture.
That's hard to. I mean, if I had to just say one name, I would say Michael Jackson. But it's hard because you could say somebody like Diddy. If you want to say who's the most influential.
Yeah.
I mean, he's influential, but he's not like.
I'm saying the most. Best.
I mean, he's not a rapper, but he has. That's why I say he might.
He's influential to our culture, though.
Listen, this is why he might be one of the greatest, because he's not a rapper, but he has one of the most classic rap albums ever.
Then you will have to put Kanye.
Well, Kanye would be my second choice if I.
Kanye,
I think Kanye is the biggest entertainer ever. I think he's bigger than Michael Jackson.
No.
Yes.
I could argue that.
Yes.
I could argue that.
In the verses, I will say that.
He's bigger than Michael Jackson. That's what I say.
I could argue that.
The reason why I say that, and a major reason why I say that he's bigger than Michael Jackson, is because of the era that he's in. Michael Jackson did not have streaming, and he did not have the internet. There's people all over the world that know Kanye. People all over the world know Michael Jackson, but I think more people today know Kanye West, yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I say he's bigger than Michael Jackson. Yo. It's because of Michael Jackson didn't have the internet to help him.
If anything, I'll argue that Kanye was the better.
Statue in what's in China?
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Probably.
I will argue that Kanye was.
Probably.
Yeah. So
Kanye was the better.
Internet, so imagine what's the internet.
Like compared to, and it's funny how he was like not like it was on in the sense where it was like he was underlooked and things of that nature. Like I feel like he was the better one out of everyone. And I'll arguably say,
you talking about the whole Rock situation?
yeah, the whole Rock. Not even just only that, Pharrell, like Pharrell. I think, all right.
Call me crazy, but I think that Kanye West will beat Jay-Z in a verse.
It's not competitive. That's not crazy. It wouldn't even be competitive. You would need somebody like a Michael Jackson to beat Kanye in the verses.
You don't think Drake?
Nope. Drake could beat Jay-Z. That'd be a good one.
Really?
Yeah, Drake and Jay-Z would be a good versus, and I think Drake will win.
Drake will win, yeah. And I love Jay-Z, one of my favorite artists, but
I think Drake will win because, and the reason why I think Drake will win is because in the beginning it's going to be Jay-Z fans versus Drake fans, but then as they go into song number 15, that's when you're going to start hearing Jay-Z fans. You're going to hear Drake fans like, I never even heard that shit, and you're going to hear Jay-Z fans saying, yo, that is my joint right there. That Drake joint was hard. Still singing Drake songs. And that's when you went up, Drake won. You ran out of hits that his fans don't even know. Everybody know Drake songs, yo. Jay-Z know Drake songs.
You know what's so crazy? I looked at
She might know more songs than Jay-Z know.
I looked at the post the other day. There was a guy that was like, when has there ever been a time where Jay-Z was like not popping? No, popping, I mean.
as in the greatest artist?
Oh, so that dude was trying to say he's overrated?
No, he's not overrated.
Jay-Z's not overrated.
What was the dude? That's what I'm saying. Like, what angle was that guy coming at?
He was saying in the terms where Jay-Z's overrated.
I know what video you're talking about. You're talking about like when he said, but then 50 Cent was the best artist in 2003. Lil Wayne was the best artist in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 2000, 99, 2000, Jay-Z was the hottest artist, probably.
But what about
That's when he was, I would say 99, 2000, because.
Okay, I would say, all right, 94, Big Pun, Big L, and Biggie. That's me.
I love Big L as an artist.
Wu-Tang on it too.
I love Big L as an artist, but I don't think that like.
But I'm saying that's like single artists. Those three alone. You can even put Nas on it.
Wait, well, let's not forget who is the most influential, or who is one of the most influential
out of that group
in the culture, for the culture, in these 50 years of hip hop. Who's been the most influential? Not only influential, who's been one of the greatest in it?
So consider rap. I would say either Nas or Biggie. I would say Nas or Biggie.
I think Nas could go up there but see, I don't think Nas is the most. I don't think he's that influential. He's just a great rapper. He's one of the best rappers ever. But I don't think he's the most influential. I don't think a lot of people say I want to be like Nas, or they could say, Nas is the reason I did this. Nas inspired me to do this. He's not really known for setting trends too much. Maybe the fade. That might be Nas's trend.
Or the Caesar.
Nah, that's really more Jay shit.
Yeah, the low Caesar, the low with just the shape up, the low cut. That's kind of Jay-Z. Jay-Z made the Yankee hat real popular. He set a few trends. Jay-Z's a trendsetter. Kanye is a trendsetter.
A phenomenal trendsetter.
He's a cult leader. And that's the difference between Jay-Z and Kanye. I'm like, that's to show you how much bigger. I'm like, Jay-Z's a trendsetter, Kanye's a cult leader. What's the difference? It's levels.
Jay-Z or Kanye?
As far as what?
Rapper-wise, Jay-Z. Artist, Kanye. That's just me. Better albums, that's a wholly different debate.
They put out different type of albums though, but Kanye West to me is
But overall, old Kanye would surpass.
well, even the new. They just put out different type of albums. Like to me, when
College Dropout
You gotta-
might be better than.
all right, how about this? Do this. Do this.
Might be better than-
Reasonable Doubt or College Dropout.
Do this summarize? But Reasonable Doubt is not what made Jay-Z Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's.
It was really more so his mixtapes.
No.
His mixtapes and
No.
his third volume to the volume one.
One.
No, it wasn't Blueprint. It was his volume thing.
Story of my life.
That was
Or the
Volume one.
In My Life, was it In My
volume.
The volume two or-
In my life, volume.
Jay-Z became famous with Hard Knock Life album Volume 2 with the Annie song going to H to the Izzo. The first half of that album, that's why I say that's when he was the hottest rapper. But the first half, maybe like 99, 2000, up until that run, he was the hottest thing. Only thing that was just as hot as him was Eminem and Snoop.
Yeah, In My Lifetime, volume one.
That didn't make him famous. That was when Biggie died. That was the album when Biggie died. What made him famous was
Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life, the blue CD.
Yeah.
And if you look, Kanye West produced the first half of that album.
So
Most of the singles that came out on that album was produced by Kanye West, except for one Just Blaze did. But for the most part, that was all. So that's to show you Kanye West's influence.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say Kanye West is great. He's like the Walt Disney of hip hop, bro. Real talk. Like,
yeah, that's a great statement. That I'm not gonna front. I might have to agree.
like
I might have to agree.
Kanye West is Walt Disney of hip hop. He's too ahead of himself. He's too far ahead. There's shit that if something was to happen to Kanye tomorrow, there's shit that if they could get in his phone or get into his emails or get into his, you know what I mean, his creative, wherever he keeps his creative stuff at, that will still be coming out for the next 20 years, yo. They'll be using that shit for 20 years, unleashing it like his breakthrough, brand new stuff. It's like Kanye did this 20 years ago.
Why do you think Crocs and Adidas is copying the designs that Kanye's been doing for when he was at his time at Adidas?
Well, Adidas ain't really let him go 100% yet. They just released some Kanye's last week.
But you see the designs that they're putting out. It's almost similar.
I think that the dumbest
that's
thing.
just-
And Nike too.
But that's to show you his influence, and none of them shit selling like his sneakers to show you his influence again. Where it's making him even that much more valuable while he's alive. It's like, yo, you cannot duplicate me. I cannot be imitated. So long as I'm here, there's nothing you can do. You either deal with me or you will watch.
That's why it's gonna be even scarier when he makes his own stuff.
He probably won't.
Nah.
I mean, they won't allow him to. And that's why
You think so?
That's why Adidas won't let him out the contract. They'll be doing him a favor.
So what happens when his contract is up?
When?
When?
When is his contract up? It's up in a couple more years. That's when you gotta worry. That's when you gotta worry. When he becomes a free agent, because he can't be a free agent. Because if he gets out of that contract, think about it. If you was, who's a competitor to Adidas?
Kanye.
Who's a competitor to Adidas?
Nike.
Nah, he already dealt with Nike. Under Armour, shit. If you was Under Armour,
Really nobody.
I'm just saying like it's a bunch of apparel
That's
lines.
hard.
Not
That's
saying that
hard.
not saying like that they like good competitors are like actually competing with them, but they just in the same, you know, if you a barber, me and you competitors to some extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we both barbers. We both from White Plains. We both provide the same service now. We might
They
not
not
be
you,
direct
though.
competitors because
They not you,
not
though.
even that. We might not be direct
They not you though.
Appreciate that. They might not be direct competitors though because I'm on one side of White Plains and he's on the other side. But if somebody that don't know nothing about White Plains just Google barbers in White Plains, we come up on the same list. You know what I mean? Now they gotta read the reviews and do all of that to get the experience to understand like the difference, or get the experience to understand the difference. So that's why I'm like Kanye. With Nike, they're all competitors, but who's really bigger than Nike? None. But I think the number 5 company would be the company to be like, yo, Kanye, we'll give you part ownership.
Number 5.
No, whatever, like that, but it could be the number 5 company on that list. That's why I say like an Under Armour or
We'll reshape that brand.
bro, any Puma.
Yeah.
a company like Puma, like, yo,
I want him in.
Kanye will give you, or even New Balance, yo, Kanye will give you 30% ownership of the company if you bring the Yeezy line over here. Collaborators for Yeezy line. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's in that situation where companies, you don't think companies are sending him them emails? When Adidas put out that statement and said, yo, we done, you don't think other companies say, hey, Kanye, what's up? You want to do business with us? And gave him a sweet offer, because that's the same way Adidas got him.
Because Nike.
When Nike made him mad. They said, oh, really Nike? Adidas is going to give me, and what they say, yo, Nike, Kanye, why you leaving Nike? Because they told me I don't have no creative control. I can't control the amount of sneakers being printed. I can't control the release dates. Yeah. We'll give you control over all of that. All right, I'm coming. Bye, Nike. Question. So how y'all feel about a woman proposing? I wonder, like, I was listening to the radio and they was talking about lady proposing. There was some lady, so they was asking, that was a question like, as a man, how do you feel if your girlfriend proposed to you? What would you do? You say yes, like, what's your reaction?
No.
You said no?
Yeah.
Why not?
Only reason why no. Probably because of my manhood.
Wait, so if she kneels down?
She's bending down on one knee and says, I want you to
I don't know if she on one knee, but she proposed to you. I guess, she get on one knee with the ring.
Nah.
Wait, I want you to marry me. Would you marry me?
Nah. Reason being is because, like, I don't know. You see, I'm not trying to go on based on the normal society, like the normal things that like goes on or the set standard in society. But it's like, me personally, it's like I don't even feel morally correct. Like,
you feel like that's not even like, it's like you said, taking away some of your masculinity.
Yeah. But I mean, like, times is changing.
Okay. Wait, I say the devil's advocate. So what happens when, all right, she did that, but is that a sign of her saying that she only wants you, only you? That's a good sign.
But I mean, like, obviously, if someone's marrying you, like, they want you.
No. But what I'm saying is that, all right, if she's kneeling down to you, and
you saying this the way being submissive? She's almost being submissive to you. Showing that you like,
yeah,
I don't want
I'm
you.
being submissive.
Damn.
That's what I'm asking. That's the angle you was coming at.
No, what I'm saying is like she only like likes you.
That she wants you forever. She
yeah, that's
you
what I'm
want.
saying.
So then, all right, so we're going on that standard. Then I don't think there's an issue. But then, personally, me, like, I don't know. Like, me being a man, I just, yeah.
Wait, you recording? You're not recording?
Not recording.
Oh.
Bro, you gotta let it rock out.
Damn.
Yeah. We're clipping this part.
Overall, though, how do you feel?
I mean, when I first heard him talking about it, I was like, there's nothing wrong with that as a woman. But then as I was listening to other people call it and talk about it, it's changed my perspective. And I had to really be real with myself and like, nah, really think about that and dissect it. I was like, yo, I think if a woman asked me to marry her, if my girlfriend proposed to me, I'd probably break up with her.
Me too.
I think the relationship's over. Once I know she's dead serious, there's one thing if I'm like, she's just like, let's get married, she's good, but she actually comes with a ring, like, baby, and leave it close to me, I'm breaking up with her, because to me,
red flag?
it's a sign of possessiveness.
Really?
Yeah,
I agree.
It's almost like you, because marriage
It's
is
so
a commitment.
interesting because, like,
marriage is a commitment you can't get out of, bro.
Okay.
It's hard to get out of, and it costs you. Some people, so you're almost making it that much harder for me to break up with you. Because if you love me that much, you'll keep pressuring me to marry you.
Yeah.
But you won't push me to marry. You won't actually propose to me. You'll keep saying, yo, let's go ring shopping. Let's go. You know what I mean? You'll be watching.
You're pressuring.
HGTV all the time and newly. You know what I'm saying? You'll give me all the hints in the world, but you won't actually do it.
That's all the hints. All the hints.
To me, that's borderline a woman trapping you to get pregnant, yo.
Yeah.
A woman proposing you is almost equivalent to like a woman. I think it is. It's like equivalent to a woman like really being like, yo, just telling you she's on birth control. It's not even because that's lying to you.
Yeah.
So that's different, but there's chicks that use dudes for babies, yo. Some ways
Just to be a part of the line?
Nah, they just want to.
You know what a line I'm talking about? I'm talking about bloodline.
Well, nah, it could be that, or it could just be they just want a kid with that person.
For the benefit?
I don't know, different reasons, yo. It could be for the features.
Oh, that's harsh, actually.
I think.
That's a little harsh because if you're just looking
Nah, I mean.
if you're looking at it from that end,
let's be for real though. Think about it like this. What do you think is in relationships for? You think is in relationships just for? It's for monetary benefit. And you don't gain value or benefit
on whose side?
You think
Wait, on whose side?
You think
No,
it's for
no,
monetary
it
benefit?
can't be. It cannot.
Yeah,
be.
you say you think for monetary benefits?
Not
that's why-
monetary benefit, but it has to be. You have to gain something out of it. You're not gonna be in a relationship with the art. You're not gonna be in a, you're not gonna just.
No, what you're talking. No.
She doesn't get like.
No, what you're talking about is a transaction. What I'm talking about is a compromise.
No. So what's marriage? A marriage.
A compromise.
It's a business.
It's a business.
It's a business.
You.
Okay.
That's a business.
It's a business.
So you're treating that as transactional.
Everything. I think of it like business, right? Alright.
So what happens when the marriage did work? Do you consider that as a compromise or good business?
So what happened to all businesses? All businesses fail. You leave the situation. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, but what happens?
Alright, so it's not a business.
What happens if that business is actually like generational good? Like, you know what I'm
Then
saying?
you just stay. For example,
Then that's a good that's a good business and good compromise,
For
right?
example, there's men that are there's women that are with men because they provide a certain stability or certain lifestyle for them that they uphold. So it's like they are comfortable. So they're not gonna risk anything of that nature or make you find out because they are so comfortable with the lifestyle that they have. If they know that, all right, it's not beneficial for me anymore, that's when they dip. It's just like business, right? If you know someone's giving you bad business, it's like, I'm not gonna stay in this for too long. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
It's like for the guy, right? If the guy is not getting anything out of the girl,
Okay.
what's the point of being with her?
Okay,
If she's not getting, alright, what for the sex? I mean, no, you know what?
Nah, I mean, sex sometimes is the simple transaction that dudes want. A lot of times, you call it a sugar daddy or something, but there's a lot of dudes that's just like, yo, we can have a relationship that's based on me taking care of you, and then you just give me sex. You just be my little freak. And that's the whole relationship basis. And those people could end up getting married and having kids and all of that. But the minute that she stopped giving him sex or he stops taking care of her, that relationship's probably over. Because it was based on something so simple.
Yeah.
And that's why I say a real marriage, if you got a real marriage, sex does not dissolve that marriage. Why? Because sex is maybe 1 out of 10 factors that's keeping that marriage together. That still got a 90. Still a good marriage to me. That's a hey. You're gonna get rid of, that's why I was saying, the credit score, the house, because it's a business. All of that you invested, you getting rid of all of that because of 10 minutes? We figure this out, B.
So does good marriages consider?
That's a fact. Marriage is a business.
A straight business.
Straight
No,
business.
There's somebody that you,
I agree.
So that's why I say
I
you
agree.
can't make money.
This
if you
is
and
me
your
asking.
wife or your future fiance can't make money together, don't get engaged.
Facts.
Seriously, and I mean, I say making money together, it could be as simple as, yo, she helped me build my credit. Yo, we made a big purchase together. We bought a house together. That's why I say people should buy the house before they get married, not after they get married. Because y'all might not ever get that shit. Or, I was just the other day, you might be like this dude with the chick. She G you and rock you to bed because all she really wanted out of it was a house. So she goes, yo, I'm gonna put the house in my name because you really don't got no credit. You work off the books, whoop-de 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 whoop, but you put up all the bread.
Yeah.
So now that y'all going through a divorce because you caught her cheating, you can't divorce her
he has
because
to
you
pay
like, yo,
alimony.
not even that, you're gonna get out the house. She got the kids.
She got the kids in the house.
So all your money went into the
And
house,
alimony.
and she's out. And so but because you didn't put your name on that house, and she G'd you because she knew what she was doing from day one.
You know what
out
I
of
hate?
the house.
You know what I?
You cannot.
You know what I also hate? I hate when you pay for child support and all that type of stuff, right? They don't use that child support money for the child.
Each his own. Everybody's different. It's supposed to be.
But that's a good time. To go back to that though, is like, it's just like relationships. I'm gonna be honest with you, relationships, business, friend. I'm not gonna say a friend's business, but relationships are business.
No, see, I think it's opposite.
What?
Going back to what you originally said, I think
relationships
relationships are beneficial
So
Marriage is business.
So marriage.
So no point in
So marriage is business. Relationship is
beneficial.
compromise.
It's beneficial.
Oh, beneficial.
Any relationship you have with somebody, you get something out of that relationship. Or you won't be their friend. You won't call them. You come to the barbershop because you get the haircut. If you ain't like the good haircut, you probably wouldn't be cool. That's our relationship. Not in a bad way, but that's kind of relationship. We built the bond from that, but you know what I mean? That's the basis of the relationship. So like every relationship is based off of you getting something out of it. Marriage is a business.
Well, wouldn't that be almost the same thing?
Nah, it's different because when it's business, you go through thick and thin. Business is not always favorable. You might not always want to do the business, but you have to do it because you know the results. They're saying my benefit, I'm not doing that shit. I don't feel like it.
Yo, that's
Just
a
like
fact.
that. Business, you have to do it. Or your business ain't gonna grow. That's the compromise. In businesses, that's the compromise. I have to do this or else. Wifey gonna be complaining.
But then it's like you're not happy at the end of the day.
That's not necessarily
true.
You don't think so?
If you might not be happy at the moment, but you happy the next day because of the results.
Yes.
That's like working out. You put yourself through all of that pain, throwing up, passing out, but then when you go to someone and shorty like, yo, you got your weight up, you like, yeah, that shit was worth it. You got the big smile on your face. But while you going through it, throwing up, and the trainer's like, keep going, nigga, you like, yo, you mad, you hate it.
I have a relationship.
You don't like that
on just like business, but I feel like more so now, I feel like it's relationships and marriage is business. It's all in monetary and beneficial value. If you do not provide such, I'm leaving and finding something. Like for example, right? I don't respect gold. Look, I have only a little bit of respect to gold diggers for a certain second, not a little bit.
Partnerships is business, yo. In a relation, and like a marriage is a partnership. A friendship is not really a partnership. It's an association.
So you're not considered that beneficial?
Yeah, that's why I say association. You're only going to be associated with anything that's beneficial to you. Why would you associate yourself with anything that's not beneficial to you?
That's real right.
That's real. It's not smart.
That's real right.
So that's why I say all relationships, friendships are beneficial. Or you wouldn't even be in that relationship. You wouldn't have that friendship, whatever it is. You wouldn't do it if it didn't benefit you from the smallest to the biggest situation.
That's real right.
But an actual relationship, like a marriage, a committed relationship, that's business, bro. A marriage is business, yo. Because
it's not a business you would be a part of?
Yeah, you're a part of it, but it's a business that, because it's a partnership, and it's two of y'all involved in this business, and then
once you have kids,
y'all will make decisions.
That
it's still for the kids. Is still part of the business. You are making decisions and taking actions now that you might not want to do, but you know that you have to do because it's to benefit the business, aka the family.
And
take that second job, work 12 hours, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, deal with the bitching and screaming at home, the headache, and keep coming back instead of leaving. Go to DR instead of just leaving. I'm just gonna go to DR for a weekend and come back. And that's what you do when you're taking care of business.
And the kids have to continue that business off when they're gone.
Well, they can. That's the wealth. If they can, if you set the business right, yes.
Yes.
If you treat that marriage and that relationship like that family like a business, yes, because you would have insurance policies, you'll be doing investments, you would have collateral.
That's why we always say that the kids have to be in a better position.
Compound. You have like compound interest, like account set up for your kids and all of that because it's a business now. That's when you and your wife is like, yo, we can't go out to the club. We can't go buy the Mercedes. We got to get the Honda. Why? Because we got to pay for insurance policies for everybody. And that's going to cost, you can't miss those payments. And that might be a couple $100s a month for all of those policies, depending on what y'all doing. But that's setting up business. This is when your kids is
Well, what happens when feelings get involved?
There's no feelings in business.
You sure about that? You have a girl that always asks for better things, right?
I'm with you, bro.
Yo, I'm saying the devil's advocate though. I'm saying the devil's advocate. I'm with him.
Business is business. You can do business with family. I still love you at the end of the day, but you're a bad business person to deal with.
Nah, right.
Business.
You know why most people get divorced? It's because they let their feelings get the best of them, yo. And they say, I feel like I'm not in love with you no more. You still don't marry? Because if you only marry me for love, then that means we really didn't have a strong foundation. That's why I say when people say they get married because I'm in love, man, y'all need to go get each other mad real quick. Get out of this mode, because this is not real. If me and you if I never made you mad, why are we getting married, bro? You don't really know me, and I don't really know you. I don't know how you're gonna respond to shit. If you never seen me cry, how could I marry you? You might laugh.
I don't know, me, if you talking about that crying thing, I don't
No, but I'm just saying an example. That's just
that's an example,
What I'm saying,
But
some
I'm with
people
Reni
feel
on
like
that
they
one, I'm
can't
not
be
gonna lie.
themselves around people, but then they go marry them. And then it's like, whoa, why did you marry that person? Y'all not even business partners. You can't be yourself. If you can't keep it real with your business partner, why are y'all in business together? Imagine having a business partner that doesn't even tell you the truth. He lies to you about simple shit like being at the office. What time you left the office? Are you really gonna be a business partner with that person?
Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you even under the pressure, I was watching this pastor the other day, right? I was watching on Instagram. I was trying to screenshot it, but when I closed my phone, it lost. But the dude was like, I can't quote him directly. I might mess it up. But he was like, "Yo, I'll never chase no." I was like, "I'll never be with a woman that make me chase her. I'll never chase her around." And he's like, "Why?" He was like, "Because he's like, if I gotta chase you to get you, the minute I get tired, you leaving me." I'm just like,
So was it worth the chase?
Say that one more time. Wait, say that one
He's
more
like, yo, if I gotta chase you to get you, the minute I get tired, you're gonna leave me. So the minute I slow down and I can't chase you the way I've been chasing you to keep you feeling like this is shows that I love you, you're gonna be like, oh, this nigga don't love me no more. It's like I physically can't do it. We age. Things change, situations change. I might be up today, I might be down tomorrow.
That's real rap.
But that's what a lot of people do. Like, and that's a lot of pressure. A lot of wives put dudes under. And it's like, bro, you in a horrible marriage.
But then some women don't deliver, and some men don't deliver as well.
It's a two-way street. But those people probably shouldn't even be married, yo. They probably got married for all of the wrong reasons. How many people get married because they got pregnant or they got a kid with somebody?
Ooh,
That's not a good enough. That's not a good enough reason, though, to get married.
I'm gonna take care of my kids, but I'm not dealing with my like. Say for instance, I'm giving instance, right?
But that's 18 years that you have to.
So what?
So
No.
It's been proven.
No.
I can take care of my
I'm
kids
talking about. I'm
without
talking.
being in wedlock,
No.
being in a
I'm talking.
relationship.
I'm talking about
So what do I
marriage.
need to-
I'm talking about marriage. I'm not talking about taking care of the child. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, what do you mean?
What I'm saying is that if you feel that way and you got kids out
Why
of
would I
that,
marry someone?
I'm obviously staying. If I'm right with a parent, I'm staying for the kids, bro.
For your happiness, man. I'm gonna take
You know
care
how
of my
traumatizing
kid.
that is?
I'm gonna take care of my kid. No, but it's happening right now. There's men and women that have relationships.
All right, so name me a
that don't- that
statistic.
they're not
All right, so
together.
name me a time where a kid is actually living off better with a single parent.
It's statistically proven that having both parents in the household is beneficial.
Okay,
It's not-
that's the reason why I said that.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure. I don't know the statistic off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure we researched it. There's probably a better statistic if you talk about mental health. The kid that grows up, and let's work our way to that conclusion. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you think it's beneficial for a kid to grow up in a household with two parents that's dysfunctional?
It's just as equal. Yeah, like you get what I'm saying? Like
I'm asking you, do you think that's beneficial for a kid?
It's not beneficial.
Do you think that's more traumatizing on the kid than the kid being a single parent? Just understanding that dad comes on Saturdays or whenever he come and mom takes care, and they don't
literally
beat.
the same
They're
difference.
cordially co-parenting. Do you,
Cordially, all right.
co-parenting is usually cordial. If it's not co-parenting, yo, she got custody, I got child support. When somebody say
And
we
there's drama
co-parenting,
involved.
it usually means it's cordial.
Yeah.
That's like I do. So yes, y'all having that where you understood. You sat down and said, "Listen, shorty, we got kids with me, and you just don't get along, yo. I could be better in life without you, and I will still take care of my kids. Just let me, you know what I'm saying?"
No. I'm saying
you think
all
is
this
more-
as devil advocate. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nah, let me ask you a personal question.
Yes.
You are miserable in your no, you
At home.
having a kid with somebody.
God forbid.
I mean,
God
Well, this is general, not personal. Yeah, don't take it personal. Hypothetically, yeah.
you end up impregnating somebody. You end up having a kid with somebody that you do not like. You're gonna stick it out for the kid.
Oh, by continuing the marriage?
Yeah, you're gonna make.
He's asking you.
You're gonna make you're gonna build a relationship and not make a.
You're gonna force that business that we was talking about
You're
because of the
forcing
kid.
business.
No,
just
I'm gonna
for
take
the
care of
kids.
I'm gonna take care of the kid, but the relationship part, no.
Okay then. So it's like.
So you gonna take care of the kids from outside the house, or you just gonna be in the house and act like, hey, we sleep in 2 different rooms, but I'm gonna live with my kids. Like, how do you take care of the kids but not have the relationship? What would your approach be?
The approach is obviously we would have to like settle into you know, like child support, like take
Oh
care.
nah, once you hate me, child, you hate me.
Well, not
But
necessarily.
like,
No, I know.
But that's what it goes down to.
I feel like if the guy is there in the child's life,
I'm taking care of the child. That's
if the guy is there
regardless
in
of
the
not. I'm
child's
taking
life
care of the
and
child.
does everything good, you have to like. I don't think there's no need to put
There's some men that
going
put
to-
themselves on child support, yo.
You said what?
There's men that put themselves on child support.
Because they like lust.
Nah, it's because
Yeah?
it's for their own security. Like,
Why you say that?
because if you really feel like, yo, to me, once child support, like you said, if you put yourself on child support, right? Part of you doing that is you're probably going to be guaranteed some type of visitation or custodial rights to that kid. So now you don't really have to care about the emotions and the feelings of that baby mother.
But
Why? Because you're guaranteed to be in your kid's life. Why? Because I'm going to pay you money, which hopefully you take that money and take care of my kid. And then I also got visitation rights, so I'm going to see my kid. So I really don't give a fuck what you got to say about my life. And a lot of dudes do that.
true, bro.
And you usually have to do that when you move on and get a new shorty. Like if you got a kid, baby moms, and you go get married and shit, your baby moms, your new shorty's probably going to, especially if you get married. That's why I say not a new girlfriend, but if you get married, your wife's probably going to tell you like, yo, go yourself on child support, yo. Or go get custody of your kids, one or the other. Because
oh wow.
it's just more of that's the only way you can really move on and
get
know
what
that
you're
this lady can't sabotage what you got going on.
I get what
Because kids is a weakness. If you really love your kids, that's the weakness.
But then my thing is,
And that's where I'm conflicted with that.
Yeah, kids
only
can be
thing I
used as
don't like is
some-
men that don't take care of their child. Like,
I can't speak. Man,
You don't have
deserve-
to cut the beard.
You deserve to go to court.
I'm gonna go to
You deserve to go to
Average
jail.
jail, for real.
Like, you deserve to go to jail.
I'm with you on that, bro. I cannot speak for that dude. Those dudes, I don't respect them, yo. You're not even men, yo. You don't take care of your kids, yo, at all. And sometimes you're
that's
not
crazy,
Sometimes
honestly.
shit happens where you can't. Maybe you're not fortunate, but you don't get the opportunity to.
But you can't put them in that type of situation where
But
the
you
child is
can.
like in a disadvantage from the gate. That's crazy. I'm not with that.
I mean,
You have to take
no
care of-
kid asked to be here.
You brought him here.
Every kid was created. So you can't punish them for being here. So neglecting them is punishing them for being here, yo. And that's wrong with any adult, any parent. That's why I say I don't respect that shit. No angle, yo.
Alright, so now I ask you this question. What is one thing that you had to unlearn, or one thing you had to unlearn so it could be better for your children? Like, it could be, let me reword it. Alright, what is one childhood trauma that you had to unlearn, and now that you becoming a parent, like you had to like eliminate that out the gate to make it a more healthier relationship with even your son
With
and
the
daughter?
kids. Damn, one thing. I couldn't think.
That's actually a good question.
It would probably be support. Like, I'm very supportive of my daughters, my kids. If they got any ideas that they want to do, I guess it could be support, because I think support is a major key to being successful at a young age. You gotta have support from home. I feel like I could use more if that's something I had to like. So I'm gonna go an opportunity. I push for opportunity. Sometimes parents can hinder opportunity.
Or they have the power to create the opportunity, but they don't choose to.
I wouldn't even say that, because part of that is being smart, and that's within the end. But they block opportunities without realizing it.